the exact same thing, and I'm going to take that space through A. And it didn't quite warrant how much success, but it's kind of the same ideas. Overpass, we just kind of spoke on the map. Both of these teams have played it. Both of them have dropped 2 maps between each other so far. And that's because MIBR 60-0'd and mocreias 16-2'd. This is a third map of dreams. Overpass, Mirage was so clinical and so close. Nuke trailed away at the end. We've had 6 halves so far. Will that theme continue?
I have a really, really interesting feeling that it might actually. Although having said that, very different style of map that we've got here. And look at the speed that they have burst onto this site. Site already there. It's first 10 seconds of the round. Already have it. They have the ability as well to lock them out here. The presence there in water going to be brilliant. And look, 2 taken down already. That is the ability to get the bomb on. khizha being a little bit of a thorn in the back there as well. Mori holding on to this. They're waiting, making sure that they don't take any space. Will unfortunately fall. That gives them the option. You can see them talking a little bit there, seeing where they want to go. 3-on-3, bomb still not down. I would have thought that they would have used the opportunity. They didn't get enough breathing room though. And look at that, khizha going to be called upon here to answer.
They're going towards A. khizha, she's been called upon, but with such low HP and with no armor in that kit, she's actually just going to choose to play her life. So the bomb gets planted on the A bomb side. Regiane and khizha, they've been moving as a duo, they've been moving as a pact. Now together they move up toilet. However, as soon as khizha dies here, the whole primary zone of CT gets taken away, and she's staying alive for a long time, and they're having to focus their attention directly on these players coming up from bathrooms. Little Z all by her lonesome now. There is a kit, but the kit's not on the bomb. Now it can. khizha with only 18 HP, a lovely frag towards the end there, and the kit will allow her to win the round for MIBR. MIBR, they have won all but the first pistol round in this series.
Absolutely. They lost that first pistol round. They turned around and said, yeah, let's not do that again. Didn't really like it. And it did set them off to a little bit of a bad start, of course, over on Nuke. But not making the same mistake again. These pistol rounds really, really important now in the MR12 sort of environment, aren't they? Even less rounds to play with. So getting that really strong spring start, incredible way to sort of assert your dominance early. They have decided to force up though. That's something that you talked about, Matt, too. Bomb
yeah,
down,
it's the first time
up.
we're seeing an actual force back. Bomb down, it's going to be Mac 10s galore. khizha, first player to hold, will be able to give herself that opening kill. And as the... This isn't me, is it? Like,
they're on treadmills.
Everyone's running on treadmills, and there are 3 players here on the B bomb side. There is a quick rotation from China. I don't know if there's an issue on our side, and it seems like that might be the case. We're going to cameras. I don't know if that round got played out. I don't know what happened, but
I guess we'll find out.
Live, laugh, CS2.
Live, laugh, CS2. That's my quote for the day. I think I've maybe got a new Discord custom status there actually, but yeah, live, laugh, CS2. Don't know what to say. There's not really much for us to analyze on this.
Didn't want to be on time, did we?
Don't panic. You see that, Freddie? We're not allowed to panic. We've been told not allowed to panic.
Guys, don't panic.
Don't panic. Everybody stay calm. Everybody stay calm.
Well, okay. Well, while we're staying calm, taking deep breaths in and out. We're talking about that. You know, at the very beginning, it was 50-50 in kind of the vote from chat.
Yes, it was.
It's exactly not far off. It's 56-44 in favor of MIBR right now, so it's not far off. It's very similar, and yeah, like it's yeah, very similar. And also talking about NA, Flycrest Wed versus EG Gold up next. That is going to be an unreal game because it's kind of like there's 3 big teams in NA. What? Flycrest, Shimmer, and EG Gold, and one of the 2, or sorry, 2 of the 3 are playing each other tonight. So. While we have no panic, make sure to look into the future as well.
Absolutely. I've been loving NA. I've been on a couple of the NA casts. I'm a bit of an NA apologist. I'll say it. I know a lot of people, they're not a big fan of the region. It's where I got my start. I love NA. It's a very big sense of community as well. Maybe not necessarily as many players, you know, that have been on the same teams. That's something I've seen a lot in the South American region, is that a lot of these players have played together. Not so much in NA, but there's a very big sense of community as well. And there's a lot of rivalry. So I like that. I'll say it. I like a little bit of friendly rivalry. We've seen that today, haven't we? We've seen a lot of dead bodies shot at. We've seen a lot of shooting into the sky. I'm going to pretend that it's friendly. We're gonna nod and pretend that everything is all sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, I'd love to say that it was a friendly, but I feel like there's definitely a little bit of oomph behind that, a little bit of science behind that. Um, and I was also we can actually talk about the South American region as a whole because Fluxo just won up against Kafina
Ooh,
13-10, 13-5. So
that
that's
should
Fluxo
secure them
stepping
playoff.
one step closer, not secure because
Oh,
they lost to Furia,
oh, they did,
but
didn't they?
stepping closer towards playoffs. However, the game's back and live. We can see that MIBR actually won. Well, they're 3-0 up now, so they won the anti-eco and the
Bonus.
force. It's a gun round, and there's already China taking that fight. You highlighted her, and she's already given themselves the opener. Might even go for some more.
Look at that really low health there on Mari as well. That nade. Oh, God. What a way to end it. Our second nade kill of the day as well. Beautiful stuff. And yet the ability just for China to have fallen away there at the end, leaving their teammates to sort of pick up the pieces, incredible. China, player that I highlighted, always exactly where they need to be. And, yeah, case in point again, 2v5, the AWP still in play. Whether they choose to save this might be a call as well now because, money not looking good for them. That AWP really, really valuable.
Yeah, that's actually a great opener and start for MIBR. It's really felt like this round has just been done and dusted in the first few moments, and the fact they haven't lost a single player and China's been able to upgrade to the AK, it's very important. Little Z alongside her rifler, and they're going to get spotted out. Also, China coming through from the back lines. She's not over, and she's looking for more, but they will actually spot her out. So she's going to have to play a little bit more cautiously, but just whistling down that clock little by little.
They are indeed. Yeah. And 20 seconds left. That bomb nowhere near a site. There's no way it's getting anywhere near that site either as well. Is spotted out. They really do just want to try to keep hold of these weapons. That orb will get one. Will have to get the second as well because they don't want to let them take this away. Look at that. Absolutely run
That's
down.
huge.
Huge stuff there.
Yeah.
We talked about being the AWP playground. Taking the AWP away. Massive disadvantage now for mocreias.
Yeah, I think the operative word there was they're going to try and keep it, and they just weren't even allowed. Also, this one kill, I want to highlight that from Percy. I saw HLTV did a little cool thing of like, I am Sydney, kills that wouldn't have happened in Go, and that's a kill right there, because Furzy would have never have dropped that nade in the smoke, for instance, and that might make people a little bit more cautious of pushing smokes because of the scare of being naded within that smoke to disperse it, right? So that's a really interesting play. But as you said, AWP is out. Furzy, she picks it up for free, and she is never going to say no to that.
Absolutely not. We saw that one round over on, I believe it was Mirage. They picked up the AWP and connector and won what should have been an unwinnable round. So really, this is a scary situation for mocreias. 4-0 as well, also scary. This is not a brilliant start. They have the opportunity to maybe find a little bit of damage here, but as we said, they're just on pistols. This should be a relatively easy sort of housekeeping round for MIBR.
Yeah, it is the T side of Overpass, and we had a conversation way back at the beginning of Nuke of, look, if you start on the CT side, then that could favor you massively because you're able to garner those rounds a lot more in this MR12, and it gives you that lot more of a momentum lead versus MR15, where you can maybe make these outrageous comebacks. And speaking about a house cleaning round, China is in such an oppressive position. A microphone placed deep in enemy lines, and well, she's pulling the trigger. She's already got 3. P2K is out. Unfortunately, a hand cannon of Little Z does find her head, and with that, MIBR will most likely be winning this round out. I guess just all about how quickly, and not quickly, maybe, how easily they can do it with how many players they will hopefully not lose.
Absolutely. Aim at the game always on these eco rounds is to win without taking as many casualties. You want to be making sure that you get that money. Ooh.
What a shot.
The hand cannons have been crazy today here.
They have.
Eagles galore. We've only ever really seen it pay off properly once, but the kills that we've been getting, there's some nice little replays there.
Just nice damage.
Just nice damage.
I think Mr. Retro Bernard has instilled it into my head. 3 players can buy for 2, 2 players can't buy for 3. So saving 3 players there is fine, and also because the money is so good. Furzy is 10K.
That's a good one. I might use that one.
Hasn't had to buy up that AWP either. She's picked it up, so that's been massive for the economy. And a little bit of a change in how that how that Molotov's thrown. I actually haven't seen that way being done, but speaking about Fuzzy, she was so dynamic on Nuke, didn't see much of it on Mirage. Finally, she's stepping up into her own, and look at this deep angle she's taking. She's going for that fight, and she will connect a wall bang headshot. Bye-bye, Mari. That's a wonderful opener for the CT side.
Absolutely. I don't know what more there is to say. They've been taking some really advanced angles here. Sometimes paying off, sometimes can be a little bit scary, but of course this instant, wall-bang headshot, what more could you ask for? It's one of the fanciest skills that you can get. Look, everyone's backing away a little bit. Shots fired will be information that there is a lot of presence over here. They will take one down. They'll take a second down, actually, as well. Suddenly this site looking a little bit more unstable. Xena going to be holding down the fort, will lose their life, and suddenly this round is completely flipped on his head. But was such an incredible start, an amazing opening pick, completely turned back on them.
I was talking about showing some love and showing some and kind of looking at and putting a spotlight on those riflers, and I think this is a round where that maybe flipped on its head a little bit, because Fuzzy, I don't know what more she could have done. She's basically allowed for the rotation to go towards that B-bomb site. She's got that opener. She's still doing damage, and after you get that opening pick, there's no way you shouldn't get a single kill afterwards, you know? Like it's like the whole bomb site just burst up in flames and capitulated in the face of MIBR, but for mocreias, that is a huge round to get. I really feel like going down 6-0, which is then going to lead you onto a low buy, so like kind of 7-0 potentially. That's such a dangerous position to be in, because it gives so much pathway for the CT side to build up from that. But lovely openers and just overall lovely utility and entry pathing. BM as well at the very end, sign on, just spams the body away. And mocreias, even though they're down by 4 rounds, you know, they got that spark in them. And also, AWP being taken out of server, Fuzzy reinvestment, everyone's rebuying into this round.
Absolutely. I think it's in rounds like that as well, where you're so far down, you finally get a victory. I think it's even more important than absolutely criminal, the stuff that Fuzzy's being allowed to get away with as well. It's pushed up quite far here, and that could be potentially a little bit dangerous. It isn't going to quite backfire, though. China, though, we've been talking about the incredible positions they've been in, always being in the right place at the right time. Spots one as well is wanting to do this little dance, will just fall away, though, realizing that their life too valuable to lose down here.
Also, Mari being able to get through that Molotov without using a smoke is huge, because it wouldn't have given anyone the information there was someone there unless Fuzzy had gone hunting. And finally, she will find her prey. She was hunting down Mari 007 as James Bond on the server, but in the meantime, mocreias, they don't care about that. They're trying to infiltrate this B-bomb site, and originally a good opener from Bokor. However, ever since that opener, it's been a little bit dismal. Still kept somewhat close, giving them a little bit of hope, but HP has just never been their friend. Smoke on the bomb site, Molotov onto China's position. She will evade that, and she will actually close the gap. The bomb being planted gives Little Z something to work with. She knows where they both are, but unfortunately, gets a little bit awkward with trying to flick up to heaven after Fuzzy threw that Molotov, and China is able to snap onto her head. MIBR, this time they get an opener towards long, and they sail away with the round.
Absolutely, and that's 6 rounds already. That is what they've had at the half every single map up until now. So potentially we could see, we said at the start, I said I had a bad feeling we're going to see another 6-6. I take it back. I eat my words. I think this is a really good start, and I think this timeout as well, very well called, very well placed, because it's starting to slip away from them here as well. This has already been a really good half for MIBR. You'd want to see them get a little bit more, of course, on CT side on this map. What are your thoughts on this? What do you think maybe is being discussed, or what do you think they need to change?
I think it's just the issue with, firstly, Mari giving up a lot of opening picks. I feel like that was a really nice round from her because, as I said, like, she didn't smoke the Molotov. That basically screams to MIBR, oh, there's no one there. And then so she tries to make some sort of progression up long, because in her head, she's like, well, no one knows I can be there. But she doesn't know that Fuzzy saw her, and that's unfortunate. I think Mari's been getting very inefficient lurks, and been playing a lot of these 4v5s these last few rounds, and they've been making them very close. It's basically how to not be playing those 4v5s and actually give yourselves the best advantages. And I think in that round, if they maybe had a little bit extra people over towards the bomb site, it could have been a little bit more successful for them, because the entries were good from Bokor, and she's doing well. They just need to be able to enable her continuously and then support around that.
I kind of
Also,
feel that
China, we didn't see that nade.
No, we saw nothing. Nobody in chat. Everyone, silent. Nobody saw anything. But a couple of misnades there. A lot of window smokes and Mirage going a little bit awry as well. But here's what it is. That is the name of the game. Sometimes things don't quite go where you want them to. But Bokar taking a little bit of damage here. And look at that, Bazina maybe pushed up a little bit too far, little overconfident in their position there. And that will be the woman disadvantage. They're not holding up for this long position.
Wow. Sorry, Yadina's got the kill and then dropped a smoke where the CTs would normally drop a smoke on top Monster. It does allow her to get away though. And because of that, she's going to be able to join up with the rest of her contingent that are starting to plow through this A bomb site. But being reinforced by 2 individuals, and one of them will strike first. Alongside this, Fuzzy's actually putting herself in a position where she might rotate up. And with khizha only going 1-for-1, I think that might confirm that. So MIBR, they are going to gamble stack this A bomb site here, Affinity.
They are indeed, and unfortunately, it's not looking like the right call for MIBR. They probably could have found a little bit more. I say that. Look, they're second-guessing themselves.
MIBR have the read because they're going down to B now. They've seen that it's quiet on A, and they go, well, we're going to gamble together. If they go one bomb site, we lose that. If we go the other, it wins out. Miss smoke by Little Z. And a flashbang, but with no noise to accompany that. MIBR, they're still holding their ground. 10 seconds, there's barely any time left on the clock. Smoke gets deployed, but the bomb gets dropped. That's it. That's round over, and a blunder from the T side.
Absolutely. I can't help but feel that maybe mocreias just overcomplicated it a little bit in their head there. Beautiful stuff. That bomb going down, that beautiful AWP shot there from Fuzzy, we've talked about so much, sung so much praise of as well. You know, it sort of sealed the fate there, leaving the timer to run down that low. Works for a lot of teams. A lot of teams play and thrive in that sort of closer environment. Unfortunately, not quite mocreias, not today, not on this map. We'll see.
They still don't have a buyout though, so it's not necessarily the end of the world.
It's not. It's a little bit scary with the Galil and Mac 10 though.
She keeps on going for these openers, but Little Z is starting to expect this, and finally, Little Z actually gets some sort of vengeance on from Mari. Mari finally got some kills in last round, 2 actually, big impact kills, unfortunately, to the round being 1. But this time, she's going to have a little bit more space to work with, and that's a massive individual to take out of this server very early on in round 9.
Absolutely. But if you have a look at the positions as well, it's they're playing quite far back. Look at this though. They keep pushing up this far, and actually it works in Regina's favor this time. Okay. Look at that in the smoke. Weird position. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, weapon. Unfortunately, just put away there. Ooh. Beautiful nade there on Xenon. Again, holding this angle.
Good rotation from khizha. She has dropped a Molotov. Very scarce utility left, and there is time on the clock. Flash towards Monster. If Regain swings into this, I think she's a dead. She's dead in her place, but China infiltrating through the back. The spy admits mocreias, succeeds in the original espionage, gets that bomb down, and Regain doesn't swing until she sees that shadow, can get confirmation, and silences Sign-On with the USP. That round could have got scary in the 1 versus 3, but Regain, lovely round from her, and so far, what a map.
Absolutely. These shadows as well, something I want to talk about. In CS2 have been very, very lethal here. And, you know, it's given the advantage to a lot of different positions that didn't necessarily see as much prevalence in Go. But timeout being called here, 2nd of 3 being used for mocreias. Again, I think it's well played. Well placed. They do seem to be struggling. There's a lot of individuals with, I don't really know what it is. They're just not really finding any footing. They're not finding any frags. They're losing the opening kill. And even when they do get the opening kill, they're just not really capitalizing on it much.
Yeah, I genuinely think that might be the first round that they've got like a proper, a proper opening frag, if that makes sense. Like that was like a proper round where they actually had the opener and they had that 5v4 to work with. And as you said, it just never really went well. Like there was at the end, just running out of time and running into a bomb site where there's a good crossfire, and MIBR, they're seeming pretty flawless right now. And unfortunately, this 3rd map is not providing us with as much hype as we anticipated. And with khizha counting her lucky stars, don't know what deity has graced her there, but she survives on 2 HP after that triple nade towards jump boost.
Absolutely. Low HP, but their presence alone is enough to put that pressure on. Look at this. Regain gonna be called upon to get several here as well. Flash is perfect to give mocreias a little bit more space. And look, dancing around the pillar. The pistols are good, but unfortunately, they are falling left, right, and center. Ooh. Look at that. 3 on 2. Still a little bit closer than maybe they would have liked it to be. As you said, 3 can buy for 2. But if they lose another person, that's very scary. And the health is not looking good, as we said on khizha. Oh! What was that shot? Mokrey absolutely executing from heaven on the AWP as well. Literally the position that the whole gun was made for on this map. But then, you know, no matter how good the shot is and how scary it gets, MIBR, another round on the board, a little bit more expensive than I would have liked to have seen, especially against the buy it was against.
Oh my god.
Oh, it was
what a
beautiful.
shot. That was a lovely little readjustment as well. And also, khizha, 2 HP, 3 frags, saved the day. That shows how important it is to stay alive there in those positions. And a really nice late play through Monster, giving them that 3 versus 3. And unfortunately, they couldn't quite succeed with that mocreias. But once again, Little Z holding for Thursday. And it's an almost identical play to what happened over in round 9. But what can we see now? Can we see a difference? Can we see mocreias actually succeeding with this play? And khizha, she's been spotted very aggressively. She swings out. There's so many players on the other side of that wall. And now this time, 5 versus 3. Surely this is a gateway for mocreias in the penultimate round.
Absolutely, you'd hope so. You really got to find something to make this half, I'd say, redeemable as well, because it is CT-sided, but not that much. China in the perfect position here, but will be peeking into 2 bodies. Gets the first and the second, will be traded back, but have they done enough to pull this round back into their grasps? Xena, perfect positioning coming up from Con here. Their position and location unknown, so they could be a real thorn here. Unfortunately, teammate does drop, so it is a 1-on-2 location known as well. Good HE grenade. Look. Bomb has to go down still.
1 versus 2, Xena. She identifies one's gone towards bank, and I think she has to know the other players. The bomb planter! But that 5 versus 3 should have never come that close.
It should
and
not.
Yadina allows a second for mocreias, but my god, imagine if that kill, like you know when Sign-On got the frag just as she died? Imagine if she had got that. Imagine if it was a 2v2. I think MIBR would have won that.
I very much think so, and unfavorable situations have still been playing out in MIBR's favor. Something interesting to note is even with such a dominant sort of half, I'd say, going into this final round, their buy is not good. You know, you can still win 8 in a row and not have the money, CT economy being very difficult to manage. Turns out they don't need it. They've switched up a little bit. Instead of relying on that AWP push that we've taken out so many times, look at them. They just charge into their spawn.
Sure, you know what? I rate it. They have the lower weaponry, but China, you highlighted her, and oh my god, she's having a stormer of a game. 16-6 alongside Regain. And now we're looking over to Xena, as she's tucked in short behind the smoke right now. Bomb should be able to get down. I don't think that's the hard part. They need to hurry up and actually get the bomb planted, because the more time they waste, the longer it allows for the rotations to come through. But instead, they're going to readjust their sides, and they're looking to take their directive over towards CT, where currently 30 does lie. MP9, they're looking everywhere. But unfortunately, it is the wrong place. And Sign-On, 1 versus 4, does obviously trade out her teammate, but with the bomb being planted now for CT over on the A bomb side, they're all going to be hurtling towards her.
Absolutely. 1v3, not a favorable situation. And we've said MIBR thrive in these rounds where they're a little bit more uncomfortable as well. Xenon has so many angles to try cover all by their lonesome. It's going to start working their way around. Might be able to catch off just Xena here, but that is their location given away. They now have to try fight this unfavorable angle. There isn't a kit for the bomb, so they have to make this quick, and they do. They should have plenty of time there, and that is an incredible half there for MIBR.
And with that, the half...
glass. Too many walls to shatter, stuck in the past. Oh yeah, until I had no choice. I had to find my voice. I was a sea without a boat to the shore. No one around me who could throw me an oar. Oh yeah, until I learned to fly and make it to the sky. You got to open up, hold your head up. You got to open up, hold your head up. You got to open up, hold your head up. You got to open up. Open up and be free of the shackles pulling you. Only then can you be everything that you want to. Open up and be free of the shackles pulling you. Only then can you be everything that you want to. Hiding in the shadows, never did nothing good, nothing good. I was a sea without a boat to the shore. No one around me who could throw me an oar. Oh yeah, until I learned to fly and make it to the sky. You got to open up, hold your head up. You got to open up, hold your head up. You got to open up, hold your head up. You got to open up. Open up and be free of the shackles pulling you. Only then can you be everything that you want to. Open up and be free of the shackles pulling you. Only then can you be everything that you want to. Hiding in the shadows, never did nothing good, nothing good. Open up and be free. Only then can you be. You got to open up, hold your head up. You got to open up. Open up and be free of the shackles pulling you. Only then can you be everything that you want to. Open up and be free of the shackles pulling you. Only then can you be everything that you want to. Open up and be free of the shackles pulling you. Only then can you be everything that you want to.
The 6-6 curse has been broken, and it's been done so in a very defying way. 10-2 MIBR go above and beyond on their CT side, and now can they continue this on their T side, the much harder side? They've been great at pistol rounds, and with only 3 rounds left, we could be coming to a close of this series, Affinity.
We could indeed. If they take this pistol round, it could all be over so quickly for everyone, really. But look at this incredible fast push over on towards the B side. Exactly what mocreias did to them. And brilliant first opening pick as well. Look at it. You can tell they are feeling it. Bomb down already. That timer is ticking. And there is not a single kit in sight.
This is looking very scary. 5 versus 4, trying to charge in, vying for that opening kill, and Mari will give them that opening kill. Boca steps in as well. China and Furzy, I don't think the bomb is particularly planted for them. No, it is planted in the open. They're going for that 10-second defuse, but again, it's planted out in the open. They can just tap away, and in that 2 versus 3, well, China does it all, and China goes for 4. Even though Mari, excellence. It's all for China, and a melancholy haze now looms over mocreias' head.
It is a long road ahead. We have seen teams come back from much worse, but I'll be honest, I've got a bad feeling. This is a really horrendous start to what should have been any attempt to come back. 2-11, scary as you said, that haze hanging over them as well. The weapons are good. mocreias, they've got nothing to try to defend away. They're ecoing. They're just going to have to try fight for overtime. Look at this little boost over towards long. And look exactly where they've gone. The stars have aligned for them.
They're looking through some prism that I haven't got a hold of, because 10 rounds in a row. I mean, oh, okay, we'll even need a 10 because Mari, oh my god, it's a 3v1. What is that? That is sensational. The pistols, they just shred through. Sion gets a 3k. Mari continued from the pistol round, and now Bazina in a 1 versus 3. She does get the first. Remember, no armor, but Little C crushes her under her might, and maybe that eco is just seeing so far ahead that we cannot comprehend it as pure mortals.
You know what? Call me a pure mortal, I do not comprehend. I saw that and I thought, oh, it's gonna be map point. Your reaction, they're ecoing, and I was like, yeah, they're just gonna try defend it. Let them have map series point. What on earth was that? My mouth was physically agape.
There's not many times nowadays where I actually just physically just gasp, and I actually can't talk because I'm just like, hold on a second, how's it a 3v1 on USPs? And now that has given them a new leg of invigoration, and with this, I do hope it propels them to glory, because I'm dazzled by especially Steinon's mechanical brilliance with that USP, and now with a bit of bated breaths, we're going to start seeing a progression upwards, and this is a big, strong round to start it off with, because against these Tech 9s, it can get overwhelming, it can get dangerous, and with Udina running out of bullets, you got to start looking at these rotations and wondering where they are, because the bomb has gone down in 3 versus 4.
It has indeed. There are kits available for it, so nobody should be getting too ahead of themselves just yet. There is an AK picked up as well. Look, they are all over here. Regain, gonna have to get multiple, will immediately fall, however, and look at that, it just falls apart. Any sort of defense they had already smoked off as well. Gonna have to push through the smoke. They hear the defuse as well. Doesn't even manage to get a single shot fired there. Beautiful stuff. 4-11. We talked about the comeback. Is this it?
Oh my god.
Is this it, Freddy?
MIBR, you don't get no dessert till you finish your dinner. And they haven't finished their dinner yet. They can't relish and find solace in that victory. And for now, they do still have that lead. Don't get me wrong, they still literally lead by 7 rounds.
True, and
however,
it is a tough one to come back from, yeah.
And I think for mocreias, at least they're not flying for overtime. They have that kind of round buffer. And honestly, if that USP didn't go there, even if they won this round, like the gun round, and lost the USP, I wouldn't even believe. But that USP round changes everything for me. And Sinon, she's got to be sitting there going, what have I just done? Because I've just owned them with the USPs, and because of that, we may literally win, but it's a long, long road ahead. You've got a gun round coming up now. I think you've got 3 gun rounds until MIBR hit like a kind of even 11. Oh, sorry, mocreias hit 11-11. So
11, yeah.
You've got so many hurdles you have to cross. But with the AWP already out, and with conviction serving through their veins, does pressure make diamonds? Will they shatter?
Very, very poetic there. And as you said, gun run, they don't have the AWP out there on Fuzzy, which, T-side AWP being always a little bit of a strange one, but they've been so good at it so far. But look at this, Mari pushed up really far, using MIBR's own tactics against them as well. Trying a little bit of damage taken in connector as well. It was holding for long, nobody willing to sort of peek into them though. Look at that though, Mari up close and personal. And a re-smoke as well. Buy themselves a little bit more space just to clear out, make sure that there's nobody lurking around any corners.
Oh, they've got the read. Look at this, the gamble stat. There's only 2 players there currently. This is the danger. The original hold is looking a little bit meek, but Mari, alongside Sinon, they're starting to close in a little bit. And the bomb site, yes, it does capitulate. However, they come away with that with the player disadvantage, and need to be careful because the bomb's not short. Oh my god, I didn't realize the player throwing utility was the bomb, and Mari dropped the bomb. I didn't even quite clock that. I was looking at Little Z and I was like, you gotta be careful because they might go up to the A bomb site. Like we've kind of seen a few times in this game so far from mocreias on their T side. But now this whole round shifts and you've got the defenders now holding such a secure position. I do like this boost, but it's not gonna find anything. And it might, if anything, just make some noise. They see Boca. Oh, if that got a kill, I think I would have seen it all.
Absolutely, but they now know that 2 are there. Beautiful kill from Little Z then. And then Regain left alone to do it all. Fortunately gets the first. Is spotted, immediately taken down by Mari, who is having a lot better of a half now, really coming into that element here. And it's 6-11. They've bought it back halfway.
Halfway. It's
We're halfway
getting
there. Whoa, living on a prayer.
There. Whoa. And mocreias,
Living on a
my
prayer.
God,
Wait,
they
look at
are
that shit.
praying. They are praying. I was gonna sideline it into like they're praying, you know,
I
but they're
see it.
sinking.
It's my bad.
They're sinking their teeth in, and I think something I want to say is that like, I don't think they care how they win these rounds. Like a lot of people will be like, well, they got 3 kills, it's a good round for them. mocreias just like, we got a round. They're like, we just got the round. And obviously making them close will give them the benefactor of being able to fall back, and if they do die, they can buy back into it. Sorry, Little Z has just been pushed down and has just hit 2 really hard shots after missing 2 really easy shots. And that is the Draken 30-degree window coming in prime time for us. Something I haven't said in a while. And even though the timing, okay. Mari, she gets timing, but with that in mind, York will not be saved because I think China threw it off the map.
I think so, and I think that was definitely the right play as well. They have the money to immediately buy it back up, but still making it expensive as well. Now, this is a round that MIBR really need to win for their sanity, for the game, for the series. They want to win this. And I don't know what more there is to say. This is going to be the most that they've had in a while. You said they have 3 buy rounds until sort of the scoreboard's evened up. This is number 2 of that. And if they lose this, it's 1 more shot.
However, MIBR definitely have the advantage of the loss bonus starting to rack up now. So even these half buys, that's going to have a lot of weight to them. Also, bombs going down. We haven't kind of really spoken about that. And speaking about something new, Sign On with a grenade in the smoke and a flashbang over, initiate the opening kill, and Bazina dies with no trade potential whatsoever. And that's going to allow a rotation up towards the A bomb site where MIBR have the majority of their forces.
Absolutely. Look at this, though. Trying to keep it competitive.
Big
Will
kill.
back with a kill. You said big kill there. They needed that, but they don't have much footing on the map here. And they have a minute left on the clock. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Little peek over there. Not going to spot anything. And everything goes quiet again. They are looking to head towards B, I think.
Khizha. Khizha's doing everything. She's keeping people here. She's kept Little Z and she's kept Sign On.
And it's keeping the focus away. It's a little bit of a distraction. Trying to pull somebody away. They haven't moved anybody around, which is a little bit problematic for MIBR. Look at that. They've still got 2 up on A. They will lose Khizha up there. That's the pressure that they had on the lurk. Udina in the back there.
Hasn't been spotted.
Yeah, hasn't been spotted. Whether they choose to hard clearer as well, or make an assumption that maybe nobody's there because they've not heard anything, we'll yet to see.
I don't think they think anyone's there. Okay, the spam kind of gives it away now. 3 versus 3, kits on everyone. Molotov, 2 smokes and a flashbang. Low HP on Sign On. Orb in this post plant. It's not the best. And oh my God, the Orb just goes charging like a salmon through the air. It falls. And Little Z now on the M4, not necessarily her weapon of choice, does get a saving grace from Furzy missing her Orb shot. She knows where they both are, but unfortunately cannot connect the spray. And MIBR quell mocreias' dream by finding 12. And it will now force the city side to fight for overtime.
Absolutely crazy stuff there. That is the round that they needed. They needed to break the momentum, as you said. It was getting a little bit out of hand for them, slipping out of their grasp. As you said, 2 of 3 gun rounds left. They needed this. They got it. Overtime still on the horizon, though. It's not too far away. It is going to need to be 5 straight rounds. But that's what we've just seen. Regain, gonna be the one pushing up. Little's ready and waiting for anyone to peek this. There might be a little bit of a clash coming here. Now, the peek was fast, but Little's just a little bit faster there, and the 2 opening picks go the way of mocreias. Xena, not really sure what to do here. Smoked out of the B site. We'll just wait around. Bomb is heading towards long still.
This is interesting. Splitting up the offensive when you have quite low numbers that can fleet away from you. I guess they're just hoping that this monster lurk can actually warrant some sort of a success. But in the meantime, Mari, who did fall in the last round, I get timinged. Oh, this is dangerous. Swings around at the perfect moment. Bomb is dropped. Oh my God, what's the timing on that? What an incredible flashbang from Little Z. And then Bazina gets spotted on that monster lurk. So that's 1 of the 5. They've started climbing that mountain. They're at the bottom right now. They've got a long way to go. And with that double long play, they've already limited khizha in that last round and not allowed her to perform the heroics that she did in the previous. So 4 rounds left. They're at the boot camp at the very bottom of the mountain. Star to climb. Can they get to that summit and get us into overtime?
Absolutely. And something that we haven't seen the T side AWP coming out at all. Maybe that's something, maybe that's a little bit of firepower they need. They've just really not had the money or the opportunity to. The economy has been miserable for MIBR this half. And that's unusual. MIBR, usually a little bit of a slow first half, second half, you know, fighting back. But look at this push up. Using the tactics against them, using those advanced positions to try to catch somebody off guard, give them an opening and give them that leeway, but it's just not going to be given to them. Missed shot. That's everyone can feel that one. Look at that though, the jump down, fully blind, doesn't need vision to get the kill. And this could be it, 5 versus 3. Little still alive on the up, another missed shot, uncharacteristic there. And it's just Xenon fighting desperately. 1v4, the location given away, picks up the AK, smoked off as well. It's going to try jump up. Is going to miss the jump though. What do? They know they can hear this as well now. Final round, you got to do something. Desperate spam through the smoke, not going to find anything. Hoping someone maybe pushes her. There's no kit and there's no hope. And that is round 13 to MIBR. Got a little bit scary there, but round, game, and series to MIBR. They are our victors today.
What a way to lose a game. You have 4 players on that B bomb.